Good evening and welcome to News Geelong Wednesday night edition on this final Wednesday in March 2014. Tonight we're out and about with the annual Bravehearts Walkathon and the Lara Food and Wine Festival. From the world of sport, Alex Tigani takes us into the Geelong Sports Arena, covering thoroughbred racing, local cricket finals and the continued local football pre-season. And weather-wise, we'll update you with the expected conditions over the next couple of days for Geelong and the Surf Coast. A Geelong Joinery has received a $500,000 plus grant made under the Geelong Region Innovation and Investment Fund, aiding an expansion and creating an additional 8 full-time jobs, as Ian Nichols reports.
Some more good news on the jobs front for Geelong. We're down at Pickering Joinery in Belmont, where the state government, the federal government and the Ford Motor Company have all combined to make an announcement of 8 new jobs to be created here, with an investment of more than $500,000 in the Pickering Joinery business. Your mantra has been jobs for Geelong, and Pickering today, Pickering Joinery here in Belmont, are getting the opportunity through state government funding, federal government funding and the Ford Motor Company to see that come true.
Well, the Geelong Region Innovation and Investment Fund is a wonderful fund supported by the Australian Government, the Victorian Government and Ford. And today we have a great story in local manufacturing in Geelong. So the GRIF Fund will be providing $230,000 to Pickering Joinery, a great Geelong business, to help it expand. It's a more than $500,000 expansion, and they'll be putting new machinery, new equipment, developing a whole new section of their factory. So this is what this fund is designed to do, to invest in manufacturing, to invest in new jobs and to support the great and the many wonderful manufacturing outlets and jobs right across this region.
And of course adding another 8 jobs to the already 20 workforce here.
Well, it's a significant increase in terms of a smaller size business, and this is an example of the GRIF doing its job and supporting jobs growth. So it's wonderful to see the great story here today, adding new jobs to the Geelong economy and supporting manufacturing.
It was also great today to hear Ian Moons, was it, from the Ford Motor Company, telling us that Ford is not exiting this region?
Absolutely not. And I think I do want to pay particular credit to Ford, because Ford are going to continue to be a very important part of our region in their product development, in their proving ground, and of course they'll have some 1,500 employees working directly for Ford Motor Company after 2016. So they are continuing to make a very strong investment in our region, and Ford's contribution of $5 million to the local Geelong Region Innovation and Investment Fund is a very important contribution, and it shows that Ford are very serious about supporting their workers but also other workers as they seek to find new opportunities in jobs in our region.
And talking of that, you said there are more exciting announcements to come. I know you're heading to Deakin University almost immediately. Can we get a bit of a heads up on that?
Well, today we're going to be making another announcement in relation to student accommodation. It's a special opening which of course reflects the federal government's commitment to student housing for Deakin, but also showing that we are very committed to the wonderful work that Deakin is doing.
You must be a pretty happy man today to see jobs being created and your company involved.
That's right, yes. We're very pleased to see Pickering Joinery expanding their business and creating economic activity and hopefully some more jobs for the Geelong community.
Your mantra, like Sarah Henderson, your federal counterpart, has been jobs for Geelong, and here's a fine example.
Yeah, great example today with this announcement here of Pickering Joinery expanding, a $560,000 expansion, of which the Victorian Government, the Australian Government and Ford Australia, through the Geelong Region Innovation and Investment Fund, are contributing $230,000. At present, Pickering Joinery employs around 20 people, and through this expansion, they'll put on an additional 8 staff to bring their workforce to a total of 28.
Well, that's a big percentage in reality, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 40% increase in employment here at Pickering Joinery, but it just goes that manufacturing is alive and well here in Geelong, and a lot of the manufacturing that does take place in Geelong is by these smaller enterprises such as Pickering Joinery and the medium-sized enterprises.
Well, there's no alarm here. We're just... it's a very impressive setup here at the back of Belmont, and obviously this is a little precinct where a lot is going on.
Yeah, obviously you've got Belmont Timber just next to us here, but this is little manufacturing area here and just on the other side of Barwon Heads Road. And look, it's great to see these smaller companies investing in Geelong, investing in Geelong's future. There's obviously a lot of building trade going along at the moment with Armstrong Creek and growth areas, so products that Pickering Joinery do are in demand. So obviously they've expanded through the assistance of the GRIF, and I'm very pleased to see that additional employment.
From Pickering Joinery here in Belmont, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Ian. The horror of child sexual abuse is a scourge on the community. But one organisation is working on bringing the issue out of the shadows as hundreds participated in Geelong's second Bravehearts Walkathon. Meryl Friend was there to do the walk.
We're here at the Rotunda at Eastern Gardens. Last Sunday was the Bravehearts Family Walk, empowering kids against sexual assault. And we're here at the Bravehearts Family Walk today. Now, Helen, you've just got a little bit of a trip here. Can you tell us all about your family and why you're supporting Bravehearts?
These are friends of mine. They all belong to the one family. This is the O'Neill family. Large family. Nice to see a large family these days. Yes. And Bravehearts is all about protecting the children. So to instil in the children what's safe and what's not, and to support the cause.
All right, well, we hope you have a lovely walk today. Thanks for coming along, guys.
Thank you very much.
Now, being the chairman of Bravehearts is a pleasure, and it certainly means a lot to me. Yes, we do have a few hassles at times, and sometimes maybe just a tad of stress. But today I get to perform a duty that I am proud to do, honoured to do, and that is to introduce you all to someone who is going to be our youngest national ambassador. So could I call Edwina and her friend Ditto forward, please? And I'm sorry, Ditto, this is mainly about Edwina, but you can give the crowd a big wave. There you go. Now, for those that don't know, Edwina, of course, is a star of TV on the House Husband show, and I'll have to check my notes because I've got that many names. She plays the part of Stella Parker. Now, for those that don't watch that show, if you have seen TV, you must have seen the advert for WorkSafe and the little girl that answers the door to the two police officers. And they say, "What's your dolly's name?" Well, it was Bella. And Bella is now very proud to live with Edwina in her home. Is that true? Yes. It is. So, without further ado, I would like to now announce that you are now to be the first young ambassador for Bravehearts nationally. And as part of that, I wish to present you with this as a token of our thank you for doing such a great job. Would you like to say a few words?
Okay. Well, thank you, Brian, and thank you, Bravehearts. I'm very glad to be here today, and I think it'll be very fun today. So, yeah.
Okay, so thank you, folks, and congratulations. Okay.
From Eastern Gardens for Bravehearts, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl, for the walk and talk, and also thanks to Ditto. This is News Geelong as we head to a break. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter daily, and watch out for your favourite segments on YouTube each week. We'll return after this.